Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Inspiration Hub. Now today I'm privileged to have some uncommon guests with me. I have a gentleman that has stood out to support women with audacity, with zeal and zest. He's here of course, and we are here with another gentleman that all of you know. You've known this gentleman for his controversial topics that sometimes he talks about online. Of course he's neutral, but mostly has been conspicuous for supporting the male gender. With me is YY&Atela, if you like call him King YY&Atela. He calls himself the King. Atela has been supporting women.
Yes.
Very magnanimously.
Until the end of the day.
In fact, he's very popular on TikTok. And his videos are always punctuated. Not punctuated, but he's always introduced by the word ladies. And so we are here to ask him some of the videos. I'm actually going to ask you some questions based on the videos that you've been recording on ladies.
That's why I'm here today.
YY comedian.
Yes.
Say hi to your fans. I know everyone is your fan.
Hello everyone, So welcome to this amazing discussion. Kenny, thank you so much for inviting me.
You are welcome. Now, Mr. YY&Atela, King Atela himself, straight to the questions. I'm going to ask you a question based on the videos like I've said.
Yes.
There's a video you recorded that the most dangerous woman on earth is a woman who can pay her bills.
Yes.
A woman who does not
actually play it.
I think I should play it.
That's fine.
Let me play this video here before.
The most dangerous person is the lady who has understood that she can pay her own bills and she can live her life without your validation. That woman cannot be controlled. Cheers to such women.
So you are suggesting that you're saying that the most dangerous woman on earth is a woman who can pay her bills.
That's right.
Because no one can control them.
Yes.
So please, would you mind expounding on that?
Kelly,
yes.
I am on record saying this and I will say it again.
Yes.
There are only two ways in which a man can control a woman.
Yes.
It's either financially or you're controlled emotionally.
Yes.
In other words, once a man has realized that you love them so much, they can use the pull and push strategy, whereby they pull out their validation, they pull out their love, and so you feel like you have to cling on them.
Yes.
That's the first way. The second way is financially.
Yes.
A man providing for everything, paying your rent, buying your wig, buying everything for you. Now, if this man decides, in the cases of Wababa, you've heard whereby ladies will say that towards the end of the month, they have to play nice so that the Mubaba would pay their bill.
Yes.
So, if a lady decides, therefore, that I'm not going to depend on a man, I'm going to make my own money, and I'm going to depend on myself, how can you control this woman?
Now, Mr. Taylor, before I get to YY, I know he's burning, he's waiting to really dismantle you. Now, you know, this statement is a blanket statement.
Yes.
It's talking about women.
Yes.
I'll get in that.
Yes.
You don't specify that you're talking about slave queens. So in other words, you're even talking about married women.
Yes.
A woman who gets better financially can now decide to be someone different when money comes.
Definitely. Definitely. Listen to me, Kelly.
Yes.
Money changes everybody.
Yes.
It either discloses what is within you, or it multiplies what you've been doing.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
So any woman known, whether married or not married, the moment money increases, there's a level of freedom that comes with the money.
Yes.
And so they have this general feeling that, this is psychological, that I cannot be controlled by a man. And so any man who is married to a lady whose financial status improves immediately has to do two things. One, either improve your game or have more money than the lady. And the game is always about who owns more money. You like it or not, that's the truth.
So therefore, in short, women have no humility.
No, that's not what I mean.
They have no, yes.
That's not what I mean.
Because if money changes a woman,
yes.
If money changes how they think, how they perceive men, how,
yes.
On what step they should take, if they're supposed to be submissive or not.
Yes.
And maybe money, if money should levelize them.
Yes.
then it means, you know what makes a man is basically his ego.
Yes, that's right.
And resources, okay?
That's right.
And resources.
Yes.
Okay? However, the position of a woman should not be determined by how much she's making or her position at work. That's according to me. Because we men, most of the time, we do not care about what a woman is making.
That's true.
That's why a man will go to the ghetto and get a woman.
Pick a woman. That's right.
Go to Turkana somewhere where there's a Sabit or just anywhere and pick a woman, or even a house help. Okay? On the other hand, a woman, very rare cases.
Yes.
Where you find that, hey, this lady. In fact, if a woman marries, if a woman who is earning conspicuously marries a man that is struggling,
yes,
it raises eyebrows.
That's right. That's right. Why did she choose?
Why did she?
Yes.
Why did she? Yes. And I don't think we are supposed to tolerate that. Okay. That is whereby you find a man will even go to the ghetto.
Yes.
A man will even go to the poorest.
Yes.
To get a lady.
Yes.
Because their finances.
We don't care.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't care.
No, actually, it's not that they don't care. It is that they are looking for someone they can subjugate, not somebody who can submit under them. Every man has this general feeling. Why? Let's be honest.
Really. Not every man goes to the ghetto. Not every. I'm just giving a scenario.
Just giving it.
Okay?
Now,
yes.
You know what's happening? I think Mr. Taylor has a distorted view of men, or distorted notion on men.
Yes.
You believe that men are permanent controllers. They're control streak. That is it.
Let me say this, and I will quote this from the most popular book in the world.
Yes.
They say the heart of a man is desperately wicked.
Now the man in this case,
it's man and a woman.
This one involves everyone. This is both men and women.
No, they didn't say the heart of a man and a woman. They said the heart of a man is desperately wicked. Women picked it from us and improved it even higher.
Yes.
So women, actually, I've always said this, and there's another video I did, that a woman is like a garden.
Yes.
They will actually give you the result of what you planted.
Yes.
So if you make yourself wicked to a woman, be prepared, she's going to multiply everything.
But now, Atela, do you know that it takes a lot of humility,
yes,
for real, from a woman who has money.
That's
to
right.
Submit to a man.
That's correct.
And a woman who has money and submits to a man,
yes,
is a woman that has wisdom.
And it's very hard, let's be honest, it's very hard to find a woman who has her money and will be subjugated. You know what men call submission? Can I shock you today?
Okay.
What men call submission is a woman who does not talk when they are talking, a woman who cannot sit down and correct you when you're wrong. They will feel like you're being
talking when you're talking now. That is wrong. That's
lack of etiquette. No, wait.
Talk when you're talking. That's not.
No, what I'm saying is,
yes,
a man would look at a woman as being submissive simply because everything the man says, you say yes to.
It is either
but
you're
now
somebody you know.
No, I'm addressing so many men.
Now, my friend, let me bring to the latest scenario in our country, Kenya.
Yes.
You know the renowned gospel singer.
Yes.
You know, she was once a secular singer, musician.
Yes.
Who gave got saved,
yes,
and is nowadays singing gospel.
Yes.
Size 8.
Size 8, yes.
Size 8 recently said that arrogance and pride almost broke her marriage. Because she was always cantankerous and talking to the husband anyhow.
Because she's getting gigs.
She was getting gigs, and of course, as in, I can live without you.
Yes. Which is a good attitude.
She later realized.
Which is a what?
A good attitude.
My friend, be very careful.
Very good attitude.
Now,
Let me tell you.
No. I'm still coming. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yes.
Then I give you a chance to talk. Then she said, the moment she decided to embrace humility and submission, her marriage came together.
That's
and
right.
She's now enjoying her marriage.
That's right.
Now, you are supporting her previous nature that almost broke her marriage.
No.
And you want it to work in various places. What do you mean?
Listen to me, guys. Listen to me.
Yes.
I am not supporting the nature that she previously had.
Yes.
I'm supporting her current nature of humility and submission.
Okay.
What men call submission is what I don't support. You understand? Men talks about submission to be, you are in a kind of prison, do everything I say. That is it.
Which kind of a man are you talking about?
I'm talking about African men. I'm talking about African men, YY, who will say, if you don't do this, I won't do that. For example, we were raised by fathers, right? Your father would tell you, if you don't do ABCD, for example, if you don't take the cows out, I will not give you this.
Yes.
True or false? Do you confirm that?
Even the Father in heaven has said that lucky are those who do this, for they shall get this.
But listen.
Father in heaven
if you look
is a God of conditions.
If you look at the Father in heaven,
God in heaven is a God of conditions.
Exactly.
Yes. He
But
says, you will only get this if you do this.
Yes.
Obey your mother and obey your parents so that
You can
live long.
If you don't obey them,
you will die early. But wait. Does he force you into doing what he's saying you should do?
He does not force you.
He does not force you. That's the point.
But there are
Advise
consequences.
Consequences are there.
There are consequences.
For every action.
There has to be consequences.
Yes.
Exactly.
But the consequences he
Will
lives
make
with
you
you.
not.
He lives with you, right? So he says, I put before you life and death.
Yes.
And then he advises you choose life.
Okay.
To live, right? That's another thing from our Father in heaven. We are together.
Yes.
Now, our Father in heaven, who is our typical example,
Yes.
says that this is the result
Yes.
of your actions if you do it.
Yes.
But I won't decide for you.
Okay.
That is not called subjugation. That is called giving directions.
He gave us a will.
He gave us a will.
God gave us a will.
That's right.
We choose what is right.
Do we give women will?
And what is wrong.
Do we give women will?
Don't you give yours will?
I do.
That's the question. Don't
I
you
do.
give yours will?
Mr. Taylor, I'm going to ask you this straight.
Yes.
You know, you are trying to decorate a kind of a woman that even yourself you can't live with.
Yes.
Which one? Tell me that one. Tell me that one.
The arrogant,
No.
the one that is competing with
No.
the one you are with on the same level.
You guys
The one-
are not understanding what I'm bringing our women towards.
You know what? You
In short-
are talking of the two extremes.
You know what Atela is telling us?
Yes.
That a broke woman that is living with you
Yes.
is pretending.
In fact, I can confirm this, and every other woman watching me,
Yes.
a broke woman who is living with you,
Yes.
and you are broke, is pretending. Are we together? Every woman is looking for somebody who actually does three things:
Yes.
protects,
Yes.
provides, and cheers them up.
And every man is looking for
Every man is looking at every context of this man that I'm talking about.
only one S.
This-
Only one S. Us is only one S.
Which one
Only
is that?
one S.
Which one is
Submission
that?
only.
And listen, what is your definition of submission?
My definition of submission
Yes.
is some level of respect.
Level of respect. Correct.
Some
Dick?
level of respect.
Correct. I agree.
We've seen instances whereby Kelly is my friend.
Yes.
Okay? But now because now this woman has come into my life,
Yes.
I'm now supposed to stop working with Kelly. Okay?
Yes.
I'm now supposed to stop working with Kelly. I don't want to see Kelly.
Yes.
I don't want to see some of this, your friend.
Uh-huh.
You know, there are these women who come to your life, and the first thing they do is to try and clear and forward.
No, that's the
They,
same
they,
thing.
they rinse the house.
That's a mad woman, just like the man who is controlling.
They sanitize.
There's no
They
difference.
say, hey, from today, Kelly, I think I don't like your friend Kelly.
No, wait.
I
Why?
think I don't like so and so and so.
Yes.
Such a kind of a woman.
So number one, a woman must respect your friends at all costs.
Correct. That's
Okay.
that's correct information.
Yes. Do you know that if you go to court right now, the biggest number of divorces are not coming from the ghetto?
They're coming from
They're
the
coming
rich
from,
men.
yes,
from
the
suburbs.
Rich
from
families.
suburbs.
Do you know why?
Now you see rich men.
Do you know rich families?
Predetermined thought.
Rich families. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Yes.
I believe it's because women who are from this kind of marriages
Yes.
are free to choose. And who said that marriage is for better for us? Prove to me from your Bible that there is anywhere written that marriage is for better for us, whether this man subjugates you, whether this man molests you, whether this man beats you. Show me from your Bible,
It is
and
okay.
I will stop talking to you.
It is okay, but there's also an aspect that you're not addressing.
Which one is that?
That now because I have money.
Yes.
Okay. Now
Yes.
because I have money.
Yes.
We have to be on the same level. If you don't do this, I'm leaving.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, there's an attitude you are talking about that I can live without you.
That's correct.
The moment, which is okay, that is supposed to be an attitude which should not be voiced.
Yes,
The moment
it
you
should not be voiced.
The moment you're living with somebody and then you voice that attitude,
Yes.
that, you know, I can live with. Why are you living with them?
But
Why are
let me
you-
ask you a question.
why-
Let me ask you a question before you
Ask that
before you
question
come in.
before I ask more
Let me ask you guys.
questions. Yes.
What is the greatest threat that men give to women? You are doing this, I will add another wife. Or that's so African. I will add another wife. Or you're doing this, I'm not going to do this. Then you
men are
expect you.
this?
I'm talking about typical African men sitting next to me here. YY and Kelly. You guys would want to have. You guys would want to have a woman.
Are you married?
Who is, I'm dating seriously, heading to marriage.
No, you see.
No.
And I'm living with my wife.
As we are married, case closed.
Listen to me.
As we are.
Let me tell you something, YY. I live with my girlfriend.
Yes.
Listen, I live with my girlfriend. I have faced the reason as why I'm saying I'm not married is because I'm not wedded, basically.
Yes.
But I live with my girlfriend, right?
Yes.
So now this has taught me a few lessons because when we were still dating, when we were still not staying together, there was this context that I looked towards this woman, and I was looking for the same woman you guys are talking about here.
Yes.
A woman who will say a yes kind of a woman. Until I realized that that's a very boring kind of relationship. I need a relationship where the woman understands herself. She can do things for herself without having to just ask me everything that I need now.
Which is okay. That type
But
of a woman
do you want that?
Just listen.
No.
That type of a woman is every man's dream.
Do you want that? However,
we are not talking about. You're talking about a woman who can, not a woman who is trying to rub it off that. You know what? I am better off with her.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
You know what's happening?
When you said, can I finish, Kelly?
Finish it, then I bring it back.
Before I finish this point, then you're saying, because when you say that finances should play
a very important role.
Which is okay, plays an important role, yes. But now, what happens if you've been in a relationship for 5 years, 6 years, and then you lose your job? Should she leave you?
That's a different case. I married you when you were stable. Listen to me. Let's go back to the creation story. God did not first give Adam a woman.
Yes.
He gave Adam what? Work.
Yes.
Tend the garden, make it, do this and that.
Yes.
Then when the woman was coming as a helpmate.
Yes.
Fit for this man.
Yes.
In other words, the woman was coming to help the man continue with what he had started doing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, any man who goes to marry or to date before having a purpose or a goal or a business to run, my friend, every woman who is met with such a man, run away. Run for your life, you're going to suffer, and when they build their money, they will leave you.
Now, Mr. Taylor, I'm going to ask you a question based on another video that you recorded.
Yes.
You said that a woman should not give her money to a man whatsoever.
Correct.
She's supposed to use her money to make herself look beautiful.
Yes.
And to help her children.
Yes.
That a woman giving a man her money should not
It's illegal.
be in equation.
It's illegal, actually, according to me.
Can play the video?
Yes,
actually,
play the video.
Let's play the video.
Ladies, never waste a single cent that you're sending to a man. It is irresponsible of you. Don't waste your money on men. Instead, use that money to look nice, to smell good, and to help your children.
Let me tell you why I said this.
Yes.
Why, Kelly?
Yes.
When you are a woman, and we have several, you know why some of the cases I talk about, the danger with our society is thinking that these things comes from my head. I am talking about cases. I have had not less than 50 women coming to me for consultation. I gave this man my money, he has refused to return. I gave this man my money, then he changed his mind. Then that video was actually informed by several cases of women in UAE, in Gulf, who are complaining of giving their men money and then they disappear. Let me tell you, a man is not supposed to be a receiver. That's why, let me use your body. That's why God created your third leg and created to a woman something injectable. In other words, you push something inside and deposit inside there. Because by nature, a woman is an ocean.
I get your point.
They can drink and drink and drink and never get satisfied. That's the truth.
You know, Atela, you're talking about few instances of people complaining that I gave a woman this.
Simply because
I gave my mom, just listen,
yes.
Wait. I gave a man this, and they never did this. They changed this. Do you know how many cases of men?
Yes.
Who did the same? Thousands and millions.
Wait. Because
just listen. Just because women are speaking, you know, women will not let it slide.
That's right.
That's why you have a lot of statistics and data.
That's right.
Because they did not take. Let me tell you, in that statistics, mine is not there, right?
Yes.
You know,
I should actually.
I haven't taken many to school, okay? Okay. But my statistics.
I remember you said you don't give a woman your money, right? In one of your videos, you said you don't give a woman money, right?
Get. Now, according to Atela,
yes.
You know that these people who are. I will give you a very good example. The CEO of RFH,
yes,
called Dr. Maxwell,
yes,
has an amazing how do you call it, documentary on YouTube.
Yes.
Where he says how he started working.
Yes.
And then he was just a normal employee.
Yes.
And then things went tough. So he thought about how about I start a clinic. Started a clinic, and then things were not moving all that well. And then he went and sat down and thought about what next. He wanted to revive the healthcare of the country. So his
The wife.
mother
Yes.
and the wife
Yes.
loaned him.
That's right.
And that
Did
is-
what? Did what? Loaned
Tell
him.
him.
And ladies, before you loan that man, make sure he is like the CEO of that company. Why? Because you are going to loan a miserable man who will take your money, go and use it on women, and come and beat you and claim that you are
listen,
the person
Atela,
is wrong.
where you're going wrong is not telling these ladies how to know the man that will, the man with the right mind. Because
I've done that. I've done that.
You can say generally that.
I've done that.
Don't give your man. Don't give your man.
Go to my
blanket.
videos. Go to my videos on TikTok. There's one video I said. It's also on YouTube.
It's just
I
one.
Said,
One.
because we are talking about one video that I said women should not give men money, right? So why don't I use the one to support my point? I said the only circumstance that should warrant a woman giving a man his money, her money, is when your name is on the papers of a business that is supposed to be founded by this man, and your name is not there as a secretary but a director, and you have shares. I told the women who follow me that is the only situation I allow you to go ahead and give.
So in short, it should only be given
if
when there's a collateral.
If there is, you're sure he's going to return it, and the only way you'll be sure is there is a registered business where you're going to take part. Listen to me, YY, let's not pretend. We are in a society of weak men, and I read somewhere in the Bible, again, because you brought in the Bible, right? Proverbs 31 verse 10. Is it 30 verse 11? 31 verse 10. It talks about a virtuous woman.
Better be that.
Right?
Better be that.
You don't want me to be that guy. Now, this scripture begins by narrating a type of a woman that I'm talking about.
Yes.
This woman is virtuous. She goes out, works so hard, and brings back things to the family.
Yes.
But the man in the picture,
Yes.
if you read that scripture, is a man who is lazy, playing a jua with his friends and buddies at the gate. So we have a society of men who wants to sit there and be fed. Actually, the right time, do you know, is called what? Gigolos.
Let me tell you.
That's what I fight
Let me
against.
tell you.
Fine, go
Let me
ahead.
tell you, Atela.
Yes.
No lazy man should definitely be tolerated.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Yes.
But do you know the population of lazy women that are being that the society is breeding?
Yes, I know.
Right now to a point that women will look for money even through very bad.
Yes, I know that.
Do you support that? As long as they get money, do you agree that as long as they're going to get money, let them do whatever it takes to get money?
If you look at my videos and you're my follower, you realize that I always focus on one thing. And ladies know that this is my theme. My theme is women discover your true value. And a woman who knows her true value will invest into something that brings in money. And one of our very popular lives is called Global Women Empowerment Summit. We are in 7. It's always on TikTok. One of the things I teach and train women, find your truest value. And once you find that value, you will not sleep with a man to give you money.
Yes.
You understand? But again, I tell them that in the process, if you have to get a man for any circumstance, and you have to submit to this man, let that man have money.
Now, you also said that if a woman tells you to, if a man tells a woman that she should use her fare to come,
Yes.
then she should not go for that date.
Never.
Because she's going to be eaten
And the man will run away.
The man will run
Yes,
away.
we'll tell you how we'll
So
send.
what you're trying to say is that you're trying to advocate that relationship should be commercialized.
No. Relationship should not be commercialized, but men should be responsible. Why call me for a date when if I'm a lady and I'm going to pay my own transport to and fro? Then when I come there, the only thing you want to do is we cook and you have sex with me and let me go home with what do you call it? What shame? That shame that you come with after having sex. Listen to me. I am trying, and people misquote me to be supporting
the independent woman he was talking about now.
I'm not. Listen to me, guys. I'm not contradicting. What I'm saying is, no, and this is a fact, proven. No matter how much money a woman has, a man's money will always be sweeter. That's why.
That's true.
That's why I don't advocate for a woman, number one, giving a man. her money. Number two, I don't advocate for a woman initiating things like dates and sleepovers. Unless, and I mean this, unless the guy has either married you or has proposed that you guys have seen a direction towards your marriage. Otherwise, you'll be used by several men who are just looking for sex. They will tell you to use your transport. Once you come, have sex with you, go. They will call another one. Listen, they will call another one, sleep with as you go home.
So let me ask you a question. So the issue is not the using you. The issue is the fare. So as long as he gives you fare, come use me.
No.
Another person, give them fare. Use them. Give them.
That's not what I mean.
Because what is
the issue is? The issue is. A woman should not, and I mean it and I stress on it, should not lower themselves to the point where chips and soda can make them open their thighs. But, listen, that's why I insist, date or marry a man who has more money than you.
But can I tell you something? No?
Tell me.
Allow me to tell something for free.
Yes, go ahead.
And I'm here, I'm not going to pay.
No matter how much you advocate for women to not give their men money, if a woman loves a man, he will withdraw.
and which is why I'm telling you, women, don't you ever listen. I say this, check my videos, and I insist on them. I say it and I will say again. When it comes to men, be rational. Lower your emotions and use it for your mother and your kids if you have.
My friend, rationalism and women are made of emotions.
We also made.
Yes, but the percentage of us, we have more.
We just learn to control our emotional part.
Yes, there's more logic to us. That's why if a woman is crying, and claiming that you've hurt her, you always want to see the sense. Like,
how did
make me understand what is hurting you?
Yes. And did you know that's a sign of narcissism?
To her side, she's like,
do you know that's a sign of narcissism?
No, generally we want to see sense. We want to understand before we bring in the compassion and the empathy. We want to understand. Make me understand step by step. Educate me like a small baby.
Yes.
Why are you crying? I want to know why you're crying.
But then the woman will start telling you why she's crying. And the next thing, do you know the name you'll call her? Nagging.
Even a man that is in love, you cannot warn them about their woman.
That's why.
All this information is only constant if the love is controllable.
and that's my point. That's my point. That is my point. Everyone, both male and female, and I said this on one of my videos, don't marry a fool. A fool will throw their heart into something as if they're...
How do you know it's a fool? You can't say don't marry a fool.
You will know.
Don't marry a fool.
You will know. I will give you tips.
Who will marry a fool? Anyone marrying will know that, I'm choosing the brightest man, the most intelligent, the most wise.
Ignoring red flags. That's the problem. Now, people will ignore red flags and saying, I love him so much to the point that I didn't see. Most ladies who have ended to divorce will do that. They will ignore the fact that this guy is not listening whenever she's emotional. We'll just tell her, what you're saying, help me understand. Until they get married and realize that this was actually an initial sign of narcissism. When they get into the marriage, that's when things go bad. And they're like, I wish I saw this before, but I ignored.
Thank you so much, Mr. Atela and on YY. In fact, on this note, it will force us to have another conversation of this kind, because I think we have a lot in store for the ladies and the gentlemen. Now, YY, I would like to give you a parting shot regards to what we're discussing today. Maybe you can give it to men or to general, everyone who can hear whatever you're going to say, and you also prepare your parting shot as we bring down the curtain for this. Yes, sir.
I'm not going to have any parting shot because this thing is not done. No parting shot. Until next time, I will do the parting shot on the next episode.
All right. It's okay, sir.
I will give a parting shot.
Go ahead.
Because I'm coming more charged next time in the next part. Listen to me, ladies.
Yes.
Ladies, do not give any man who is irresponsible, who does not care about your emotions, who does not spend his money on you, a chance to even see you naked. Thank you.
All right, my friend, I don't know where you draw the line to see you naked in this case, whether you're trying to, you are trying to promote prostitution. I don't know what you're trying to say.
They can have a good time in the office with clothes.
So they can have good time of okay. All right, so ladies, guys, that was the conversation that we had with my brother, Atela, King Atela, a man that is coming out to defend women in all aspects. And of course, the intellectual YY comedian, he can crack your base and also expand your mind in various aspects. Until next time, thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe and put the notification so that when such a video comes on, you're not left out. We'll have another conversation of the same kind. Thank you.